Hello, this is Terry. Welcome to another recording of the shared recording of my YouTube channel, Amethyst Astro Tarot, and my podcast, Stars and Cars Chronicles by Amethyst Astro Tarot. Today is 29th of April 2024, Monday. We are reaching towards the end of the month of April, and we are getting ready to say hello to the month of May. And the subject of this recording is the Venus moving into the sign of Taurus. Actually, today on the 29th of April at 12:32 UK time, the planet of love, values, relationships, aesthetics, beauty, harmony, art, and sometimes vengeance and jealousy in line with the myth, Venus will go back home. It will move from the sign of Aries and it will move to the sign of Taurus, and it will stay in Taurus until 23rd of May. We are saying, I mean, it's like going back home because Venus is the nature ruler of fixed earth sign Taurus. And it's an important shift actually in many ways. Why? First of all, Venus is thought to be not comfortable in Aries. And the reason for this is that Venus is at the same time nature ruler of Libra, and Aries is the opposite sign of Libra. So, in astrological jargon, this is called that Venus is in detriment when it is in the sign of Aries. But now it will be residing at the sign it rules. So, what a relaxing time we can say. But I have to like just open a small parenthesis here, and I have to mention that I'm actually not much in favor of this categorization of detriment, fall, etc. Having said that, also the shift would be from a cardinal fire sign to a fixed earth sign. So it might feel like a slowdown, stabilizing things that have been initiated, fire up in terms of relationships and our values during Aries period when we come to the Taurus period. And when we think about Venus in uh, Taurus, it might be about the love of nature because Taurus can be associated with nature, and also relating to others through our voice because also Taurus is about voice, and also it can be appreciation of I mean purely good food because Taurus is also might be sometimes associated with food, and also it can be about touching the hearts of other people with some artistic values, and it may be a quite grounding period when it comes to love. And if you think about in more think of more practical and more future promising investments, which may turn into some stable income in the future as well this period, because Taurus is values, but it can be about possessions and everything like that. And when I talk about investments, we can be also referring to investments such as stocks, bonds, because generally these types of investments may take time to create some values, but with time they may turn into stable income with dividends and nice increment, depending on, of course, the type of the investment. But this is not a financial what we call advice at all. First of all, I'm not financial astrologer, so I'm not doing anything related with that. It's just general explanation. For financial advice, please, uh, I will advise you to go and talk to a financial advisor that is doing this things, even though an economist, but I'm not doing financial advising. So it's good to mention that. But also there is this fact that we also do invest in people, no, in beauty and in peace, which by time they become quite valuable in our lives at a point, no? And as Taurus is a fixed sign, if we do have any placement in other fixed signs, including Taurus, Leo, Scorpion, Aquarius, we may get more affected by this transit of Venus in Taurus. And it's also important to think about the area of life that will be on focus during this period. And we can understand it looking at our natal charts and see in which house the Taurus is in our natal charts. And it's always also useful to know about our natal Venus and the houses that it rules, etc. So, having said that, I think that it will be nice to share the screen to see the moment that Venus will be moving into Taurus. And here is the chart, my like very springy chart nature, because I wanted to like also reflect that nature effect of Taurus, that is going back to nature and the beauty of the nature in a way, right? Venus in Taurus. So that's what we call the Ingress chart, as we say Venus in Taurus, 29th of April and 12:32 British summer time. And here we go, we see the Venus at the 0 degrees of Taurus. And I think when we look at this chart, the most important thing there is that we can look at what kind of interactions Venus is getting into when it just enters into Taurus. And we can see that um, in this moment, I think the most obvious and the major aspect that is Venus is having is with Pluto. And what does that mean? Uh, and there is a square aspect between the Venus in Taurus and Pluto in Aquarius, which is getting ready actually for a retrograde period. So this might mean that there might be a conflict between what we value dearly and what we would like to change or transform in an unusual way. And it's important there in that sense to see, as we look at the house, the area of life for Taurus, we have to see this uh, area of life where Pluto is moving in with, moving in Aquarius. So we have to look at in our natal charts where Aquarius is to understand where we are in the process of making this kind of transformation and changes, maybe in collective sense, in terms of maybe sometimes in social reforms, or it's just like about like transforming something in an unusual way. So it's important to understand that area of life as well. And since it is a square and it's between fixed signs, that might be a challenge, as there could be resistance on both sides, as I said, due to fixed modality. And in that sense, we have to pay attention to that. But we can also say that even though resistance and clashes, no, may be frustrating in long term, they might be quite productive too. So, I mean, this momentarily clashes in long term may turn into something really productive. And as I said, I mean, like looking at the chart, that in the grid we can see that there are some minor aspects with Mars, Saturn, and Neptune, but I wouldn't be elaborating about these more. So I will stop sharing, and I'm wishing everyone a lovely Venus in Taurus period until 23rd of May. And the good news about Venus this year is that there won't be any retrograde period, because last year Venus in Leo was quite a long time that Venus was in Leo, and then retrograde, and then direct. It was a quite long time. And I hope to be back later with Mars in Aries video as well. I wish everyone a lovely week and a good period. Bye bye.